This is called Fleur de Lis. It has a big note of iris, and it's because it was used as a pomade, and people would wear it on their face, and it was perfumed with iris root from Florence. So the same iris root from Florence we're using in this. It starts very crisp,
yes,
almost a little salty, and I like that because it evokes the idea of this island in the middle of a river that takes you, it's a really almost an estuary, it takes you to the sea. In the top you also have orange blossom, you have jasmine, you have the iris in the heart.
That's a complex, you've done a beautiful, light yet very complex perfume.
It's a story that I came across when I was living in Spain. I was working with some architects in Bilbao, and Bilbao is really close to France. So when you cross the border, it's a river that you cross, and in that river there's a couple of little islands. And on one of them there's a marker that says that is where Louis XIV in the 17th century met his future bride, which was a Spanish princess, Maria Teresa. So when they met, they built this wood pavilion in the middle of the island, incredibly, and they built bridges from either side of the borders, and they each decorated their side according to their taste. So you had the French court on one side and the Spanish court on one side, and they greeted each other and observed each other, and then it was sort of like the handing over of the princess to the French crown. And because there was a lot of detail in the accounts of what happened in this time, and because it was such an important moment for the two countries, there's a lot of information on what the pavilion looked like, what it was decorated with, what they wore, what was the French fashion at the time, what was the Spanish fashion, and how they critiqued each other. And there's the French being the French, there's a lot of information on perfume. There's a lot of information on formulas from the 17th century and what was used. So even though I couldn't recreate, or it was superfluous to recreate that pavilion because it wouldn't have a function, the idea of recreating the experience was fascinating to me.